Hello, and welcome to News Network Plus. I'm Henry Brown. Today we examine one of the most significant diplomatic developments of 2026, the ongoing U.S. Iran peace dialogue and the unexpected role played by Pakistan in bringing both sides to the negotiating table. After months of regional conflict, economic uncertainty, and tensions surrounding the Strait of Hormuz, diplomats from Washington and Tehran are now engaged in direct negotiations aimed at achieving a broader peace agreement. Reports indicate that Pakistan, alongside Qatar, has been actively facilitating discussions and helping maintain communication between the two sides. What does this mean for global security, international business, energy markets, and Pakistan's position on the world stage? Let's take a closer look. For decades, relations between the United States and Iran have been defined by distrust, sanctions, and geopolitical rivalry. However, recent negotiations in Switzerland have produced signs of progress. According to reports, both sides have agreed to continue discussions under a 60-day framework addressing sanctions relief, regional security, nuclear issues, and maritime stability in the Strait of Hormuz. The talks have not been without challenges. Political tensions and strong rhetoric from leaders on both sides have occasionally threatened the process. Yet diplomats continue to engage, recognizing that the costs of renewed conflict would be enormous for the entire region and the global economy. One of the most interesting aspects of this story is Pakistan's emergence as a diplomatic facilitator. Pakistan has hosted earlier rounds of discussions and helped maintain channels of communication between Washington and Tehran. Analysts note that Pakistan's unique relationships with both countries have enabled Islamabad to position itself as a credible intermediary. For Pakistan, this represents more than diplomatic prestige. It demonstrates the country's ability to contribute constructively to international peace efforts and strengthens its image as a regional stakeholder, capable of facilitating dialogue during times of crisis. Several international observers have described Pakistan's mediation efforts as one of the most notable diplomatic developments in South Asia this year. The global community has been closely monitoring these negotiations. A successful agreement could reduce military tensions across the Middle East, lower the risk of disruptions to global trade routes, and improve regional stability. The United Nations has welcomed diplomatic progress and emphasized the importance of restraint and continued engagement. For Europe, Asia, and emerging economies, stability in the Gulf region is not merely a security issue, it's an economic necessity. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's most important energy corridors. Any reduction in tensions can help reassure governments, investors, and multinational corporations that depend on stable supply chains and predictable energy markets. The business world is already reacting. Financial markets tend to respond positively when geopolitical risks decline. Recent reports suggest that progress in negotiations has contributed to lower oil market concerns and improved investor sentiment. Brent crude prices have eased as fears of supply disruptions have diminished. For global businesses, several opportunities emerge. More stable energy prices, improved shipping security, reduced insurance costs for maritime trade, greater investor confidence in regional markets. Potential reopening of commercial opportunities involving Iran if sanctions relief advances. Companies involved in energy, logistics, transportation, manufacturing, and international trade stand to benefit significantly from any lasting agreement. Pakistan's role could also generate long-term strategic benefits. By helping facilitate dialogue, Islamabad strengthens relationships with major international stakeholders and demonstrates diplomatic relevance at a time when global powers are seeking reliable regional partners. Analysts suggest that successful mediation could improve Pakistan's international standing and potentially create new opportunities for economic cooperation and foreign investment. However, diplomatic visibility alone does not guarantee economic rewards. Pakistan will need to translate this momentum into trade, investment, and regional connectivity initiatives if it hopes to realize lasting benefits. The U.S. Iran peace dialogue remains a work in progress. Many difficult issues remain unresolved, including sanctions, regional security arrangements, and nuclear oversight. Yet, the very fact that both sides are talking represents an important step forward. For the international community, the stakes are high. For global businesses, stability means opportunity. And for Pakistan, this diplomatic moment offers a chance to demonstrate that constructive engagement and dialogue can still shape world affairs. I'm Henry Brown, and this has been Global Focus on News Network Plus. Thank you for listening. Good night.